take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.
All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game, I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. It's like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems.
All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita plate. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter
like
break.
Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems.
All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Can I talk my?
Come on,
That other side.
the Oakley way.
Hey,
C5.
can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, and I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly 'em to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing I don't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me, and I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly 'em to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne, I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly 'em to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger Flow 2. It's easy.
Incredible.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be caught by Cobb. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That third down conversion good for 23. Off the option, here's Akers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And the Rams are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Waste of time.
Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Byron Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back to throw, Purdy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They'll drop to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They'll run 4th with Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
He'll keep it himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they've probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Purdy off the play fake. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now back to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. And now an audible here into something else. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The
that time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey shrugs him off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete left side to Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Second and 9 now. Being chased out left. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know a lot of defense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd down. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Off the option, here's Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
He's back to throw. And this one too low.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Step it up.
Okay, 4th down, 10 yards to go.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. That is intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taking the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
But remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Purdy.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Finding Samuel. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Purdy with one final shot here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for L.A., it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I pick up the slack now.